Look,
say it, pussy.
I've been saying for now.
Where's that Irish fighting spirit?
He is not fit to serve.
Where's that
He's not fit to serve. He's one of the most incompetent presidents in the history of the United States of America.
Where's that Irish
and
fighting
so the idea
spirit?
that I think he shouldn't be out of office yesterday.
Tell him not to start his car tomorrow.
The question is, what happens with 14 days left to go or
like
13
this.
days left to go? And I think that what 81 million people stood up and said, it's time for him to go. And the United States Senate voted 93-6 to confirm that we should be sworn in. We were duly elected. So I think it's important we get on with the business of getting him out of office. The quickest way that that will happen is us being sworn in on the 20th. What action happens before or after that is a judgment for the Congress to make, but that's what I am looking forward to, him leaving office.
You're too fucking weak, Joseph.
Way over here.
You're weak.
He indicated he wasn't going to show up.
That was a fucking throw. You coward.
One of the few things he and I have ever agreed on.
Say it with your fucking chest, you donkey.
Earlier, you'd said that if you'd hope that he would show up.
Fight like a fucking man.
It was valuable to send a signal to the world about the transfer of power. You've clearly changed your perspective on that.
Because he has clearly demonstrated, he's exceeded even my worst notions about him. He's been an embarrassment to the country, embarrassed us around the world, not worthy to hold that office. If we were 6 months out, we should be moving everything to get him out of office, impeaching him again, trying to invoke the 25th Amendment, whatever it took to get him out of office. But I am focused now on us taking control as president and vice president on the 20th and to get our agenda moving as quickly as we can. Thank you.
Another question about holding public officials to account, and this is about an issue that's no longer a headline but is no less significant and serious, and it's about the more than 600 children who were orphaned under the Trump administration as a result of the family separation policy along the border. During the campaign, you said that practice was criminal. Will you commit to making sure that the Trump administration officials responsible for that policy will be held to account?
I'll commit that our Justice Department and our investigative arms will make judgments about who is responsible, how they're responsible, and whether or not the conduct is criminal across the board. But as I said yesterday, I am not going to tell the Justice Department who they should prosecute and who they should not. That's a judgment that will be made by the Attorney General of the United States of America, not influenced by me. But there will be a thorough investigation of who's responsible and whether or not the responsibility is criminal. And if that is concluded,
this part is understandable.
Will make that judgment. I will not intervene to tell him who he should.
I actually don't have I'm not as mad about this as I am about not having a strong stance on impeachment, because he is trying to maintain the presence of impartiality when it comes to his attorney general, which is like old school politics. I mean, it's not real, but it doesn't matter. Like he's playing the role, right?
The commitments I made.
So that part is not as bad as literally just not agitating for impeachment. Why wouldn't you? Impeachment is a political process. It's not a legal one. Just fucking say yes to the impeachment and say exactly this for the attorney general shit.
I will, in fact, countermand executive orders.
By the way, that's bullshit. Still, it doesn't matter what he says.
Contrary
it's still bullshit.
To what I think is either his authority and/or even if it's his authority contrary to the interests of the United States on environmental issues and a whole range of other things. And thirdly, I will immediately move, though, to the most urgent need of asking the Congress to give me the financial wherewithal to deal with the virus, to be able to move so that we have Operation Warp Speed really working. Warp Speed got the vaccine to places that were delivered, but did not get them from those vials into people's arms. And so it is a gigantic logistical concern of how we do that. I'm committed to get 100 million shots in people's arms in the first 100 days. I'm committed to insisting that on all federal jurisdictions, any place I have control as president, everyone will be mandated to wear a mask in interstate transportation as well as federal facilities. And thirdly, I'm committed to moving as rapidly as possible to get the vaccine to teachers and the material to children.
Bro, is this a fucking meme, dude? What is going on, bro? Okay, this shit's boring. Yeah. You're gonna fucking ask nicely for these psycho hogs to wear fucking masks, and I'm sure that we'll do it. What is this? What the fuck is this? Georgia woman trampled to death in Capitol riot brought "Don't tread on me" flag to protest? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Yo. What are you guys doing, dude?
Hold on.
Don't lay it on so fucking thick. There's no way this is real. I do not believe this. Hold the fucking door. I gotta see this, dude. Also, Georgia woman, as in probably didn't, I mean, might have voted early, but like Georgia woman in the Capitol is additionally hilarious.
One of the 4 people killed in D.C. was a Kennesaw woman whose family says they tried to talk her out of going. John Sherrick is on that part of the story for us tonight. He is live from Atlanta. So, John, you
like literally didn't vote.
What did you learn?
Like high likelihood that she did not even fucking vote, okay, in the goddamn runoffs, and instead went and got fucking trampled to death. Oh my lord, what the fuck?
About this woman.
Well, the woman who was killed was Roseanne Boylan. She was from Kennesaw, and her family and friends grieving, wishing the woman they loved so dearly had not gotten herself so wrapped up in conspiracy theories and political beliefs they consider dangerous.
Dude, it's the same story. See? It's the exact same story over and over again. And you know people like this. This is why you can't fucking avoid these people. You cannot avoid and push away these people that believe in these psychotic conspiracy theories, because like they need you. They need you more than they ever have, okay? Like, it's easy to say serves them right, but like there's people in my chat whose parents are at the precipice of this sort of radicalization, and the psychopaths are not going to stop. Like those dudes who take advantage of like every single fucking moment to just lie, just like they did with COVID, and brainwash people by using like world-changing events to their advantage to spread their insane conspiracy theories and make some money, make some profit along the way. Like they are really bad people, and they're fucking ruining your families, okay? And up until now, it was just basically like isolation. Like the worst thing that was happening to QAnon people was like isolation from their friends and family, you know? But now it's literally like, now it's getting to a point where people are fucking dying as a consequence of the radicalization, and that's not good. And if you love those people, or if you loved those people at some point, like, you definitely should at least try to stay in contact with them, try to stay in touch with them.
Get him, Joe.
Bro, there are so many people in my chat that have like actual fucking family members and shit that have, you know, that are at the throes of radicalization in this way. So
She was the loving sister, the attentive aunt to 2 young girls who adored her and called her Roro. Roseanne Boylan, a fervent President Trump supporter, was determined to go to the rally in Washington on Wednesday to hear him speak, despite the objections of her sister, Lana Cave, and Lana's husband, Justin Cave.
My wife was really upset about it and had asked her not to go for obvious reasons. They got in an argument about it. They have different political views. My wife didn't want her to go, and, you know, it was something that she felt passionate about, and she went.
It was early Thursday morning when Roseanne's family received word that Roseanne was one of the 4 people killed in the rioting at the Capitol. They do not yet know the cause of death. They speak of Roseanne's compassion, always putting others first, 34 years old, and in many ways putting some rough times behind her.
Roseanne had some problems in the past, like a lot of people have,
Govt
but
Hasanabi.
things have been looking up for her.
Yet they were worried. Roseanne's social media posts show how she was caught up in pro-Trump conspiracy communities involving QAnon.
Dude, fucking Parler,
Say you
dude.
like my hat.
Fucking
Say you
Twitter,
like my
fucking
suit.
Facebook, fucking Fox News. Like, listen, I shit on mainstream media a lot. You already know this, and I think they do some horrible fucking things from time to time. But god damn, dude, this is next level. I mean, this is straight up next level. Like, MSNBC brainwashes your fucking boomer parents, right? It does, into believing that, like, Russia is this great demon and that, like, Cold War era fears should come back because it makes for good television. But, like, it doesn't touch what the damage Fox News and Parler and all these other, like, conservative adjacent outlets and media does. Like, at the very most, they're like, yeah, it's great that they voted for sanctions on Russia. Like, this gets people out to take action. Russia denial, LMAO. Sorry, you're right. Let me just repeat myself.
Hi, Daddy.
For all of the, because we have a larger audience here, so I'm assuming there's a lot of, like, liberals in here. No, sorry. Russia is the scariest country on the planet, despite the fact that they have the GDP of
Free
Texas,
Indigo.
not even. And also, they are totally going to come and they're gonna annex Ukraine, and then Poland, and then, of course, probably Massachusetts. So you should be very afraid. Okay, you should be very afraid of Russia all the time. And because of your fears of Russia, you should allow Democrats to literally undermine Barack Obama's signature foreign policy accomplishment in denuclearizing Iran. So that's all good. Okay, are you happy? Is that good? And because of how fearful you are of Vladimir Putin, you should literally,
I love you, Hazan.
you should literally just take every military measure you possibly can to continue giving weapons to Nazis, you know, like the Azov battalion in Ukraine that literally had actual fucking Nazis, a Nazi battalion, and numerous other things, you know? Just the best way to deal with Russia. Or recognize that they are a foreign power that is seeking they're seeking out their own geopolitical interests, just like we do here in the United States, and dealing with them in the most peaceful way possible is infinitely better as far as approaches goes than, you know, constantly fucking agitating and getting people to fear another country that does not even have the amount of power, whether it be manpower or political power or economic power that we do. Not even a fucking fraction. Okay? Chill the fuck out about this Russia shit. And remember that, like, you know, yes, they certainly tried to interfere in our elections. Yes, they certainly bought ads and shit that might have swung the favor towards Donald Trump in 2016. But the real reason why Democrats lost 2016 is still Hillary Clinton's campaigning and her own personal incompetence. Sorry. And if you want a singular outside reason outside of, like, Hillary Clinton herself, then James Comey is probably a bigger impact than fucking Russia was. Okay? You know, that same James Comey that you regard as a resistance hero now. God damn, dude. But see,
I bet these hogs can't even
that's
dunk.
fine. Like, this is a fine conversation. I would rather have these idiotic convos over and over again, a million times over, than the other side, which is literally like, you know, every Democrat's a pedophile, and also Republicans are pedophiles too if they oppose Donald Trump, and also the deep state pedophiles are trying to kill our babies, which is why we need to storm the halls of Netflix and you know, kidnap people using our fucking flex cuffs that I bought from my cop friend who's also coming with me, brother. Like, that shit is, like, there is no comparison. You understand? There's no fucking comparison to, like, how psychotic these people are and how psychotic these conspiracies are, to like old ass liberals being like Russia is really scary and Moscow Mitch is doing the bidding of Vladimir Putin. Is like, no, the country is not ruined as a consequence of fucking Russia. Okay, I've talked about this before on Agitprop.
I understand what you are.
The USSR
My mom was telling me today about
literally used to use similar fucking levels of similar style racial agitation in America to subvert and to cause chaos from within. And the only reason why they were able to do that is because we have so many racial wounds that we have not fucking healed. Okay? Like, all it takes is to tilt the scales a little bit. If your country can, if you're admitting that your country is compromised by $3 million worth of ads that a foreign country purchased on fucking Facebook, then you have no country, you have no sovereignty, you have nothing. Okay? And that's not, yeah, I turned off the TTS. People love jerking themselves off on TTS. Anyway. Hassan, America's cybersecurity is trash, though? Yeah, brother. Doesn't that seem like an area that it deserves, that needs improvement then? Rather than, like, fear-mongering about fucking Russia? Fix our goddamn house. You understand? It's like when Republicans say, the Mexicans are coming over the border and they're taking our sovereignty. It's like, dude, if American sovereignty is so fickle, is so fragile, that like one undocumented laborer who is not even otherwise like breaking any other fucking laws is like coming here to work for $3 a fucking hour so your bitch ass can have avocado on your Chipotle salad, then there is no American sovereignty. This is failed as a project, okay? It's a lie anyway. It's not a real thing. It's not a real problem. It's completely fucking made up. Just like Russia is harming American democracy. Like, fuck off, dude. Yeah, dude, it's because of Vladimir Putin that Donald Trump straight up spear-dicked some of the worst tax cuts in the history of the United States since Ronald Reagan. That was Russia, right? No, it wasn't. It was the Republican Party and some Democrats who were willing to compromise on that. So stop shifting the blame away to like made up boogeymen and focus on the real problems at hand. Bad take. Maybe you should actually read the Mueller report. You're making yourself look stupid. Oh, God, liberals. Okay, whatever. You're right. I'm wrong. Okay, I'm stupid. Moving on. I do not care about the Democratic QAnon, which is Russia. And I am showing once again that it's literally demonstrably not as bad. Because none of those people are going to go and like try to kill a Russian person. Okay? They're not going to go and like do anything. There's no call to action there. It's just a boogeyman to be afraid of. Okay? That's it. Yeah. Liberals are so fucking stupid sometimes that they don't see the real monster within their ranks. They're so predisposed with focusing on Russia. Anyway, I think your point is a really good one to bring up. What do you feel about the recent hacks from Russia, though? It's not good. Here's how you fix it, though. By fucking beefing up cybersecurity, okay? Our cyber defense is so garbage, dude. And it's not even just Russia. We get owned by fucking Iran. We get owned by China. We get owned by everybody. It's garbage, dude. Okay? Fix your fucking house. How does that not worry you, though? Russia's geopolitical actions over the past decade are very clearly heading in a direction that is unnerving, not against the U.S. specifically, more generally. See, this is what I don't understand, okay? Russia is absolutely trying to gain more sovereignty and secure more geopolitical power in the regions in which Russia exists, okay? They want to sell oil and gas to Europe, so they're building pipelines. But what I simply do not understand is how you can say this while simultaneously maintaining a position that, like, I mean, I guess it comes from the same place of, like, America needs to be the world police. And, like, we can't let anybody else fucking do anything else in any other country. I guess that's what it is, right? Yeah, they're a superpower, and they want to be more of a superpower. And there is a tremendous amount of cruelty that comes along with that. I do recognize this. But, bitch, you're not Russian. Okay? I'm sorry. At a certain point, we got to fix our own goddamn house. Like, what is this? You sound like those fucking, like, you sound like the dudes that never left their goddamn hometowns, okay? Who are now, like, trying to tell you this is how you get rich, bro, with a multi-level marketing scheme, bro. It's like, bro, what do you mean get rich first? First, you get rich, okay? Get rich first, and then we could talk about how, you know, you'll get me rich. Like, let's fix our own goddamn house before we start freaking the fuck out about, like, Russian sovereignty. I'd much rather be policed by America than Russia. As a Georgian, 20% of my country is occupied by Russia. I ain't about that life. Yeah, brother, just wait. Yeah. Hey, I'd much rather be policed by America than Russia, says the Georgian man. Hey, why don't you ask Afghanistan what it's like to be policed by America? Why don't you ask Iraq what it's like to be policed by America? Bitch, you don't know what America police looks like, okay? Be careful what you fucking wish for, because you literally might get it. And before you know it, uh-oh, oopsie doopsie, didn't realize that this monkey paw was going to come back and just shove its entire fucking fist up my ass. These motherfuckers are like, oh, no, I want America to police me. Like, bro, what do you mean, dude? No, you don't. Azan, Putin is going to retire next year. What will the libs do? Dude, I do not know what the fuck's going to happen in Russia post-Putin. I think Russia's going to collapse. One of the biggest problems with having strongman leadership, like charismatic strongman leadership that is authoritarian, of course, is that in the aftermath of that strongman leaving, there are usually never any serious contenders to take over the government or built around them, because, like, out of fear of any sort of, like, coup, they often just eliminate any sort of person that could be the next person fit for that leadership role. And not only that, but also the entire economy, the entire structure is literally built around Putin. Like, it's tied together by straight the fuck up Vladimir Putin. So I do not know what the hell is going to happen once Putin is gone. Didn't Putin pass a law that makes presidents lifelong senators after their term? Did you see the video that Bastian made of you just wondering what you thought of it? No, I didn't, and I don't care. I literally do not think about these things. Don't make me ban you for asking silly bitch fucking questions amongst 50,000 fucking people watching right now. Who cares, dude? What the fuck? Don't you think the firehouse of disinformation through troll accounts and mass Facebook groups creation being spearheaded by Russia? Not just Russia, brother. My uncle works with the CIA. No joke. The Russians do agitate online every day. Sure, right wings are insane, but the GRU is absolutely poisoning the water, and they started psyops back in Obama's second term. Yeah. Here's how you fight back against that, brother. Media literacy, okay? Implementing checks to make sure that, like, monopolized social media companies do not have all the fucking power on the planet to do whatever the fuck they want for the interest of profit. Okay? Like, I don't understand what this take is. What's the counter? Like nuking Russia or something? Like, this is the other thing. Is like, also the GRU, like, as though the CIA doesn't do infinitely worse shit. What the fuck? Come on, dude. And not in the interest of American citizens either. It's like the funniest fucking thing that, what was that article I remember like a while ago where they were talking about like Chinese drone warfare, maybe? I think it was like, it was like a drone or super soldiers or something. Was it super soldiers? It's like America constantly fucking... American media routinely talks about other countries experimenting or doing shit that we have been doing for a very long time, or even worse things that we've been doing, while simultaneously avoiding that fact that we are doing the exact same thing. I find that really weird. Anyway. Like, people say the Russia shit is real. Okay, I'm not saying that they don't have troll farms, brother. Everybody does. But you gotta fucking deal with it instead of fucking crying about the fact that troll farms exist. Okay? And dealing with it does not revolve around just being like, oh my god, Russia's so scary and so bad. Dealing with it revolves around actual fucking measures to make sure that you combat fucking bots, and making sure that Facebook and other companies are not putting profit over the interests of people when they get out of hand, reining that in somehow by way of legislation. But most importantly, not underfunding your public education system for the interests of charter schools and for-profit private schools, further crippling the institution that is profoundly important for people to at least develop some form of media literacy and critical thinking skills. I'm just saying. Nobody can fuck America like Republicans have fucked America and like conservatives have fucked America. Okay? All right. Let's get back to, I can't believe this person literally got trampled after
for
getting...
Joe Biden and his supporters. One of Roseanne's friends on a tearful Facebook Live post speaks of how she watched Roseanne decline, wishes she and other friends had somehow been able to intervene. Justin Cave can't stop thinking of how they all might have been able to talk her out of going to D.C.
You know, Roseanne was really passionate about her beliefs, like a lot of people that were probably present there. last night, but I personally feel like the president's words and rhetoric incited a riot last night that killed 4 of his biggest fans, and one of them happened to be my sister-in-law. And I believe that we should invoke the 25th Amendment.
It's crazy that she was literally pictured with a fucking "Don't Tread on Me" flag before getting trampled to death. It's crazy. Anyway. Oh, have you heard of snakes on a plane, but have you heard of hogs on a plane? Yes, brother, I have. I'll tell you what, I have heard of hogs on a plane. And they sing the songs that I like to hear. The irony of singing Star Spangled Banner in unison after you're done, you know, spending your disposable income flying out to the Capitol to siege the Capitol at the behest of the most un-American and therefore, I guess, very American president in the history of the United States of America is not lost on me. It's very good. So oh, I hate this. I hate it. You got lucky. If you fucking send me a link again, I will ban you permanently just because of how fucking angry I am that I wasn't able to give you a 1 day off. Okay? Oh, West Virginia lawmaker Derek Evans was arrested. Remember, yesterday, Derek Evans, West Virginia lawmaker, not only, by the way, you might think like, wow, he's not very wealthy for a lawmaker. Like, what's that about? That's West Virginia royalty, okay? But like for real, this is what that other West Virginian was saying when they said like, if you have a full-blown house instead of like some fucking prefabric trailer, you are literally in the 1% upper crust of. I mean, I guess this is still this is one of those like you can carry these on a trailer, right? Anyway, that is a prefab mobile home. Yeah, you can make these on. You can put these on a fucking. Anyway, whatever. Listen. Don't make fun of poor people, man. Brother, do you lack the context in which I am making this statement? No, I think this might be mobile. Do you know who I am speaking of? This guy literally fucking stormed as a lawmaker. He stormed the Capitol and live streamed it. And not only was he live streaming it, he said his full name in the third person, dude. It's so funny. It's we gotta watch it again.
Trump! Trump! Trump!
Let's watch.
The door's cracked.
Oh my God, they're literally coughing on one another. Oh my God. Oh, they're fucking insane, dude. Oh my lordy lord, dude. Is this a fucking joke? Yo, he's omega spreading, dude.
Hang in there. Hang in there. I am. It's not. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. This guy's got a police officer riot thing. I can't move either direction. Move! 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 Oh. We're in, we're in, we're in, we're in. We're in, we're in. Just go. Keep it moving, baby. I can't see, I just been told we're in. Smashed. That's what we're facing. I see the pepper spray on your face. Yeah, that's my mouth and eye, man.
Move.
Calm down, guys. Calm down in the back. We're in.
This is the best part.
Hey! Almost in. Come on, baby. Easy, 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 easy. We're in, we're in. We don't have to push. We don't have to push. We're in. We're in. I'm trying to hold back for you. Push! Push! Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Right over there. Make a hole! Make a hole! We're in, baby.
It's coming.
Stop pushing, guys. Stop pushing.
Stop pushing. We did it!
Wait, where is the... Oh, this doesn't even have the best part. Wait. This doesn't even have the best part, dude. Wait, does anyone have the... Fuck, we watched the whole thing. I mean, it's good because I didn't know the coughing part's pretty funny. Does anyone have the other one? Where, like... Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is.
We did it!
Woo! We're in! We're in! Derek Evans is in the Capitol!
Derek Evans is in the Capitol! Woo! Derek Evans is in the Capitol. Derek Evans. I'm a legislator from West Virginia. I live on 1618 Norfolk Drive, and I am in the Capitol. I am currently committing a crime. Woo! Literally doxing himself, dude. Oh my God. Nazi baked Alaska stormed the Capitol while he was COVID positive. What is happening, dude? What is happening, dude? Oh! Oh, this is fucking sick. Oh, this is so sick. Oh, this is, oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Oh, it's like, how? Like, how did this? So we saw this, right?
He's still fine, officer.
My man is just coughing up a lung, right?
Hang in there. Hang in
Derek
there.
Evans coughing up a lung.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going. I'm gonna cough on you, brother. Coughing up a lung.
We're in. We're in. Derek Evans is in the Capitol.
Doxing himself. We find out that far-right streamer Baked Alaska stormed the Capitol while he tested. COVID-19 positive. Now let's take a look at what else happened here. Derek Evans. Folks, the Eagle has landed. Derek Evans is...
Anything you want to say on his behalf?
He's a fine man. And thank you, Mr. Trump, for inviting a ride at the White House.
And you're his grandmother?
I'm his grandmother.
Folks, Derek Evans is in the Capitol. Georgia woman trampled to death in Capitol riot, was obsessed with pro-Trump conspiracies. Justice Department warns of national security fallout from the Capitol Hill insurrection. It's all coming together, folks. The mob that rampaged inside the halls of Congress. Turns out there were cops amongst them. Turns out this guy was arrested. Richard Barnett, who has been seen sitting at a desk at the Speaker Pelosi's office, has been arrested in Arkansas and charged with entering and remaining on restricting grounds, violent entry, and theft of public property. They got Bigo. They got Bigo. I thought it was the people's house, Bigo. Oklahoma Sheriff Chris West, please help me report him. He's my sheriff. The Proud Boys dude is being charged. Feds have charged Nick Ox of the Proud Boys. It didn't take much investigative work. Dude, that's the funniest part about it is that, like, listen, white supremacy is a mental health issue, okay? It is like literally there are many different ways to analyze white supremacy, but straight the fuck up, like, there is something that actually it allows you to do, like, straight up self-harm, okay? But it's like it's chronic, and it literally hurts white people as much as it not as much, but like it hurts white people regardless of whether they think it helps white people or not. And this is one of those instances where you're like, you literally think that, like, you are not going to have a consequence from your actions. Like, you're so fucking delusional. You're so fucking delusional that you think that you could do this shit because for so many years, you have never faced consequences for your insane, erratic, narcissistic, psychopathic behavior. There were 60 and 70-year-olds at the Capitol. Yeah, I know. Harder to get a COVID test than it is to get actual COVID inside the Capitol building. Oh, yeah. Fake Alaska reported himself to the cause about storming Capitol live. I think he got arrested too. Good. Did Trump sign that executive order over the summer that anyone who desecrates federal property gets an automatic 10 years? Yeah, if that gets used against Trump supporters, is the funniest fucking thing. And yeah, by the way, one of the cops got beat to death and died later. I think the report said that he was hit in the head with a fire extinguisher. Oh, this is my favorite story. I actually talked about this on the podcast as well. Jenna is her Twitter. We just stormed the Capitol. It was one of the best days of my life. Texas woman who's a real estate broker from Frisco flew on a private jet to Washington, D.C. along with friends to storm the Capitol on Wednesday. Zoe, you're my neighbor. LMAO, who does this? If you want to come over for a cocktail, just ask. Where are my Patriot helpers? All I have is a swarm of haters. What happened? My, how the tides turn. And the hilarity is that, like, some of these motherfuckers might actually be poor, okay? Some of them are legit workers. A lot of them, like Bigo over here, are small business tyrants. You know, Bigo from Arkansas does glassing, okay? You got real estate brokers and shit like that. Ultimately, and I made this point earlier on the podcast today too, like, let me tell you something. If you are a grocery store clerk, or if you are a waiter or waitress, working barely above minimum wage if you are lucky, if you're a Postmates driver, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you aren't flying from Kentucky to motherfucking Washington, D.C. to go protest that Donald Trump lost the election and that hurts your fifis. Okay? Only people with some disposable income get to do this. Now, this is an extreme example, but nobody who is, like, legitimately fucking suffering the dire economic outcomes of COVID is hopping on a fucking plane and, like, going to the Capitol on a Wednesday, brother. Do you understand? So this notion that, like, oh, dude, these are people who are economically anxious. Like, is there economic anxiety that plays a role? Certainly. I'm not one of those people who's like, this is just racism. It's just racism. It's not. Socioeconomic conditions play a significant role in radicalization occurring. But a lot of these people are just petite bourgeois, small business tyrants, shit like that, who LARP as working class Americans. And the way that they LARP is by doing racism. Okay? Like, hey, I'm a working class man, damn it. That's why I say the N-word, brother. And there are weird ass, even leftists, like the post-left dipshits on Twitter and stuff that, like, unironically agree with that. There's the stupid poll people that are like, yeah, in order to be a working class person, like, you got to say the N-word. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm not asking people to understand, like, neo-pronouns or something, okay? As long as you are not transphobic. Some of that stuff is complicated. No, that's like, I know that's not the actual definition of post-left, but that's what the Amy Therese people call themselves, post-left, okay? There is a group of individuals they call themselves post-left. It's not the actual post-left. Anyway, there's a group of people. Bye-bye, I know them. There's a group of people that are like, that fancy themselves like the working class whisperers, that all have, relatively affluent beginnings themselves, that act like the only way to understand or identify with the working class is by engaging in, like, reactionary culture war shit. And it's very, very fucking strange. Like, bro, if you have a podcast and an art degree and you live in Brooklyn, like, I don't know, I wouldn't portray myself as, like, the person who truly understands what the needs of the working class are. Anyway. My public statement. I'm a conservative Republican radio host from Dallas, Texas, who loves the USA. On my show, The Jen Ryan Show, I openly discuss my political views as well as the views of others. I was invited to go to Washington, D.C. by a friend to witness the march. Unfortunately, what I believed to be a peaceful political march turned into a violent protest. I do not condone the violence that occurred. Well, I mean... Wait, I'm confused. I'm sorry. So what does that mean? So, like, you weren't, like, admitting to breaking windows and shit? I mean, let's be real. This is why I don't place property damage. This is why I don't place property damage over human lives, okay? Because the reality is, like, no one actually fucking cares. When push comes to shove, no one gives a fuck about broken windows, okay? And guess what? Now we fucking know. Because Republicans are literally there right now. They are literally there. Okay? They are literally there. They're doing it, and they're like, oh, no, it wasn't violent. And it is. It's true. It's just a fucking building. So I'm consistent on that. The cop that was beat to death was a big Trump head, according to social media. Kind of ironic. Yeah, of course. Do any of these hogs know the difference between capital and capitol? Off-topic question. What do you think of the chance of them stop being robots and toss them some stimmies for 18-plus dependents? Low. Breaking shit isn't violent? Yes, of course it's violent. But I'm saying that I don't care about that kind of violence against fucking structural damage or property damage as much as I care about people dying, okay? Oh. All right. Yeah, these people were like trying to fucking kill people, dude. They were talking about executing people. Some chud died after accidentally tasing himself in the balls at Capitol riot. Yeah. I have to pee so bad. Charlie Kirk and TPUSA paid for buses to the Capitol? Of course they did. They sent 80 bus loads to the January 6th riot/attack. Kirk's Twitter account is one of the top super spreaders of false voter fraud claims, claiming to do for a role in feeding the conspiracy theory-driven grievance that motivated those protesters. Of course they did. Oh, there's another new video. I saw this earlier. I wanted to show this to you guys as well. The cops led them in theory. We saw this already.
Fucking traitors!
They're gonna lock us in.
You can disagree with it, but respect it.
Wait, what did he say? My man said, I disagree with it, but I respect it. What?
They're gonna lock us in.
There's cops.
You can disagree with it, but respect it.
Come on. Like killing in hell. It's my motherfucking house.
It's not just a building. Do you not understand how bad it is that a Confederate flag was in the Capitol? Brother, I do not give a shit about symbols like that. Yeah, it's great. Like, it's a great image that is powerful and really shows you where we're at as a country. But it's just symbolic. Okay? I think it's time. It's time we stop focusing on the aesthetics of shit. I really, really do not understand why, like, when this is happening, you're still like, oh man, but the history of the Capitol, like, Hassan likes the Confederate flag. No, bitch, I'm not a fucking loser. I'm not a traitorous, racist, secessionist, terrorist loser, dude. Ain't got no time for... Hank Pecker has no time for second place trophies. Parlor messages from Capitol Riders. Yeah, I saw that already. They had a gallows outside if you want symbols. I saw that too. Confederate flag is just aesthetic. No, the Confederate flag implies something incredibly nefarious. Racism, okay? White supremacy. That I, of course, agree on. The Confederate flag being waved inside of the White House is symbolically a bad look on the optics side, but the real nefarious part of it, the real actual fucking material damage is not caused by the fucking Confederate flag being waved inside the White House. The real material damage that's being that's happening is when fucking Stephen Miller is writing white nativist immigration policy. Maybe reword that. What did I say? Or did I say White House? Sorry, Capitol. Wait, what did I say that people got? Did I say something wrong or something? Agree on white supremacy? No, I said I agree that the Confederate flag is a symbol of white supremacy. Of course it is. Seems dangerous if the police have any political influence. Oh, yeah, the Confederate flag stands for racism. That I, of course, agree with. Yeah, it does. It does stand for racism. Of course it does. They can clip chimp it to sound bad. Yeah, dude, they're going to say that I am... they're going to say that I'm a fan of the Confederate flag. Okay, good luck. Oh my god, dude. Okay. All right. It's time for a fucking ad again, okay? Trump supporters infighting. Wait. Oh, I wish we could watch this live. I would like to watch that. Clarence Thomas's wife supports the coup. Yeah, I mean, she's a fucking freak, dude. Oh, there's a clip of it? Okay. I'm going to run this clip, and I'm also going to go pee. You can watch the clip here. It's top of the hour. Every hour, there's a 60-second ad break.
Realize that.
And if you want to ad-free broadcasting experience, all you need to do is subscribe, as you know. Okay? You can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. Or you can subscribe with a $5 subscription, but here it is. I'm going to go pee right now while this ad runs. Okay, fuck. And this video will run as well.
People showed up at the Capitol yesterday thinking that the election could be overturned. They were misled. That never could have happened. But they showed up angry for the wrong reason. Do you realize that? No election could have been overturned. So somebody should have barnstormed the Capitol and put Mike Pence in a headlock to force him to do something constitutionally he did not have the right to do. Yesterday was tragic, stupid, and pathetic. And everybody was misled. And I think we're smarter than that. And we need to face reality, and Trump should concede, and it's over.
I think we're fighting for transparency. We're fighting for transparency.
There is transparency.
Where?
Trump lost the election. What else do we need to prove?
That's a lie. The election was stolen. There is no transparency.
Can you prove it? Can you prove it in a court?
How can you if they don't let you in to look? Look at the
What do you mean they don't let you in to look? We had bad lawyering. Go through the cases. I've read every case.
Yeah, he's a fool. I admit it. He's vacuous, okay? But
nothing to do with him being vacuous.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Yes, they are. You prove fraud in a court. Rudy Giuliani was... Hold on, let me finish. Rudy Giuliani was asked twice by 2 federal judges, "Counselor, are you claiming fraud for your client?" He said no. Every other word out of Rudy's mouth and Trump's mouth. Fraud, fraud.